live first. Later than expected, starting the stream. Work gets in the way, sadly, but we're here now. The 2:05 Chester, just getting ready to kick off. I've got a little sneaking feeling here for the Flying Seagull. Let's hope I can start off with a winner. Be nice to. They are. It says they're going behind here, but they're loading and loading quite quickly. So just getting everything sorted on the stream. So apologies. Let us know in the chat what your picks are. Any tips that you've got? I'm sure we could use them. There's only a couple to go. Yeah, the Flying Seagull. I was looking at that earlier on this morning. Coming at a stall 4, and we're off. So pushed along early actually, the Flying Seagull. So trying to get a good position. It's not settling though. What's the ground look pretty hard. It says going good to soft in good to soft in places. Yeah, I think they were just running over a dirt path or something. It looked a bit dusty. We've got a non-runner in this race as well. Not that it matters now. Well, the Flying Seagull, he's got a chance. He's got a clear run. He's got a clear run. There's a lovely gap in front, but is he going to be able to quicken and catch? I don't think so. Finishes in third. Well, he got a good run. He had every chance. Just not good enough. TJ was the winner there. And it won well, that as well. I think I got a third there. Yeah, got a third there. Rashabar second. The Flying Seagull third. Right. So the next race we've got coming up is over at Brighton. The 18 minutes past 2. Let's get the predictor on the go. What are we going to be going for here? Uh, in first place, we have got, this is on the predictor, just with is Impeach. That's at 426. Second, we've got Media Guest, 423. Then we've got Twayblade, 384. A Pint of Beer, 366. That'll go down well at the minute with this weather. Then it would have been Kensington Agent on 365, but that's a non-runner. Lily in the Jungle on 360. Bachelor Boy, 350. Ferenzi Rosa, 350. Fi-Fi, 342. Bold as Brass, 318. So yeah, we did have two non-runners there. We've got Autumn Flight and Kensington Agent. So quick run through the betting. This is for the 18 minutes past 2 at Brighton, which is a 6 furlong handicap. What's the going at Brighton? The going at Brighton is good to soft in places. £5 till the off, they're going down. Betting on the exchanges is Twayblade, 3.75. Then we've got Bachelor Boy, 5.5. Media Guest, 8.2. A Pint of Beer, 8.8. Firenze Rosa, 13. Impeach, 11.5. Fi is at 13. Lily in the Jungle is 18.5. And Boulder's Brass, 30. What is Timeform's view here? Bachelor Boy arrives on the back of a Yarmouth success. Put my lookers on, make it a bit easier. Yarmouth success and might be able to follow up at a venue where he has a good record. Firenze Rosa is another who knows where the winning post is here and is second choice ahead of Tony Carroll's Kensington agent. Well, that's a non-runner. Who was no point talking about that. So Bachelor Boy, they're saying fourth time course winner, left reappearance behind when winning 8 runner handicap at Yarmouth. That was over 5 furlongs, good to firm, 16 days ago. Driven out. Respected up £5 at the venue, which suits. Got to be in with a good chance there. Where's Bachelor Boy on the predictor? See, Bachelor Boy on the predictor is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Would it be seventh? Obviously, we've got Kensington agent and non-runner. On the open, on the official rating, we've got Bachelor Boy at 65. So he's right up there. Boulder's Brass has got a rating of 63, but he's not run for 324 days. Might be interested if anything comes in the betting, but currently he's coming a little bit. But he's 21 on the 27 on the exchanges, so there's not a flood of money. Maybe it'll come late, unless he's not quite fit, in which case it'll just drift, as we all know. Uh, no mention of Twayblade with fine form. Currently 3.85 favourite. Like, these are decimals on the exchanges, by the way. What are we saying about Twayblade? Won twice over 6 furlong at Yarmouth last year, 5-1. Sixth of 8 in a handicap here, 6 furlongs, good to firm on his reappearance 26 days ago. Should strip fitter for the run. Should be fit when they're running straight away. It annoys me that when they start getting the horses fit on the actual course. Uh, Firenze Rosa's one that's interesting me here. Course winner, creditable fourth of 11 on a course and distance reappearance 9 days ago. Got to be respected with that behind her. So if we're looking for something with a bit of value, for me, it's going to be Firenze Rosa. Let's get it in the chat. So there's no can't be any cheating then. loading up quite quickly. So it is Firenze Rosa. Firenze, excuse the spelling. Don't forget to give us a share, by the way. Hit the like button. Click that notifications bell. Keep up to date with what's coming. Plenty of live watch-alongs. Firenze Rosa. Right. Looks like they're all loaded. And we're off. Firenze Rosa. That was a bit of a dodgy start. The good thing is Firenze Rosa's got nice big cheek pieces on, so easy to keep an eye on. Weather at Brighton looks fantastic, man. All along this south coast, it's looking nice. Under a bit of under a bit of pressure already. Firenze Rosa at the back. I don't think she's going to get a look in today. Jockey's just going to hands and heels her out. No point getting the whip going there. Looks like a pint of beer's. Looks like a pint of beer is going to get home, or is he going to get caught? A pint of beer on a day like this. Should have backed that just off the name. Beautiful grey. So no look there. No look whatsoever. Real poor run there from Firenze Rosa. Started badly from the start. Never got into that race at all. And then we have got coming up next Chester 235. It's a 7 furlong handicap. Get the old predictor up for that. Let's go back. What was the predictor? Where did it have a pint of beer there? I do like this predictor. And can't get that. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, we can. Predictor had a pint of beer in fourth. So it was unfancied with the predictor. You could certainly have backed it, that's for sure. Could have, but I didn't. All right, let's get over to Chester. This is a Halliwell Jones handicap. 7 furlongs, 129 yard. The going is good to firm in places. Predictor. Right, let's get some housekeeping done first. There's some non-runners here. We have got two non-runners, Brunel Nation and Nelly Laylax. They're both non-runners. So, Isaac Ash, what's up, brother? Good to see you in the chat, mate. Have you recovered from your birthday? I hope you had a great one. All on my lonesome today, mate. Right, what is Time Form saying about this 7 furlong handicap at Chester? We have got Celtic Warrior is handily bereft in stall 2 and might prove the answer to this useful 3-year-old handicap. Never So Brave bumped into subsequent Group 1 winners on both starts last year and won easily on his first return, so he appeals as likely to make his mark in some good handicaps for Michael Stoutyard. And his second choice to Grey Cuban. Let's have a look at the betting. Celtic Warriors, 6.8 on the exchanges, so nice price there if you fancy it. Never So Brave is even money. It's 1.99 on the exchange. We've got Grey Cuban at 5.7, Celtic Warrior 6.8, Dashing Darcy 9.2, Witness Stand 26, Havana Rama is at 50, Gunfighter is 55, and like I said, two non-runners, Brunel Nation and Nelly Laylax. I wouldn't be, Isaac Ash says, it was epic. Good to hear, mate. Good to hear. You're at that age now where they're getting better and better, your birthdays, aren't they? Love the stream here, brother. Thank you, brother. What did you think of Ben James last night? I thought he did well for his first one. I did have to laugh though when he was cloning around with his messages, and he thinks you can't see. We're looking right at his camera as well on the setup here. Doesn't take anything seriously, that lad, which is good to see. We got a few more subscribers last night, so that's good. I'm only 980 away from 1,000 now. Once we get 1,000, we can go out on the road, and YouTube will let us stream live then on mobiles and what have you. But unless you got 1,000, they won't let you do it. It's probably so you're not going to go out and do anything stupid, if you're a terrorist or something like that. Are you watching the racing, Isaac? Have you got any tips for us today? I've got a feeling of looking at this. Uh, it is a tricky one. I'm gonna be. I can't be going for Never So Brave at even money unless you put in a good few quid on. It's got to be Celtic Warrior. Celtic Warrior currently 7.4 on the exchange. Time form comments for Celtic Warrior. Improved effort when going close in a 7 furlong at Southern Handicap on reappearance in March and went one better in maiden company at Kempton 2 weeks later, proving determined. Well, that's a good start. Well held, both turf starts, but much too soon to suggest he isn't effective on the grass. Stable has a strong Chester record. Celtic Warrior for me. Isaac Ash says, bet big. Bet like a man is what they say in it, Isaac. Bet like a man. Tried that before, but you end up crying like a little girl when it doesn't come in and you lose your dosh. Let's get it in the chat. Celtic Warrior. Celtic Warrior. So good, I said it twice. Right, there we are. Right, let's have a look at the predictor. If you're just joining us, this is for the 235 at Chester. We've got in first place on 499, Witness Stand. Second, Never So Brave, 466. Dashing Darcy, 393. Grey Cuban, 366. Celtic Warrior, 353. Nelly Laylax is a non-runner. Havana Armour, 334. Gunfighter, 326. Brunel Nation is another non-runner. It's with it being a 7.5 furlong, I don't think. I mean, the draw's always important, but when there's only what is there, 8 runners now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 runners. If you're finding trouble in a 7-runner race over almost a mile, you've gone looking for it. Isaac Ash says, ask Finley Ash about betting. He loves losing, and Ben Moyle. Ben's on Joyce today, so he won't be watching. Where's Finn Ash? Is he out doing a bit today, or is he taking it easy in the sun, having a few beers? Isaac, what motocross have we got coming up live that's going to be good to do a stream on? Is there any meets coming up that that you think would be good to do a stream? Have you got any races coming up? If you've got any races coming up, mate, that are going to be live on TV or live where we can get a stream, let me know and we'll. Says claims he's working, but probably in the sun with some beers. Well, when you're that ginger, sitting in the sun is like working, isn't it? You've got to work hard not to fry. Isaac says probably the MXGP. I'll look when the next one is on. Are you recovering? Have you recovered now from all your injuries? I'm trying to get my back sorted so I can get back on the train thing, get it over to Portugal and Spain. Go and rip it up with you youngsters. Can't do it anymore, mate, like that. Crashing just hurts too much now as you get older. Used to be able to bounce and jump straight back on. It's not jumping straight back on that does me. It's the morning after. Crashed at Alton Park. What? I tell you, one of the worst crashes I had was I crashed at Rockingham in the wet. That was all right. I've crashed at Alton Park at the bottom of Clay Hill. That was in the wet. I crashed at Park Motor over in Spain. That was on a sighting lap with brand new set of slicks on, no power in the garages. They were sorting it out, so no tyre warmers. Probably the slowest crash I've had, about 40 mile an hour. And but it flicked me up in the air and it just smacked me down. Popped my shoulder out. The marshal came over and helped me pop it back in, pick my bike up. It's never been the same since. But them slow crashes are just, they hurt more than the fast ones. Uh, Isaac says, "Yeah, I'm back racing this weekend. Where are you racing to? Is it local or are you travelling?" What are you racing on now, by the way? Are you on a KTM? Just have a quick run through the betting. Uh, Never saw Braves at just a little drift there, 2.02. Grey Cuban, 5.2. Celtic Warrior, 8. Dashing Darcy, 8.4. Whitney Stand, 24. Havana Armour, 100, 110. Gunfighter, 55. Brunel Nation and Nelly Lay likes both non-runners. So Celtic Warriors coming out of stall number 2. Just looking at Grey Cuban there. What a beautiful beast that is. I mean, there's handsome greys, and that is handsome horse, that. Uh, MXGP is on the 19th of May, or another on the 2nd of June live. It's going to have to be the 2nd of June, because I'm at my daughter's wedding on the 18th, and I won't be back in time. What I'll do, I'll put that in. Are you going to be free to cover it on it? Is it on Eurosport? We'll find it anyway. And if you're up for it, if you want to come and sit in the hot seat with me, you can impart your knowledge on us. Because I like watching it, but I don't have that level of knowledge. I've never been that good at motocross. I'm all right on circuit racing, but motocross I've not got that level of skill and balance. I'm all right ploughing into a corner on a set of slicks and banging the anchors on, but anything that needs little bit more of touch and feel, I'm not that good. So that's 2nd of June. Let's put it in my diary. Isaac, Isaac Ash, MXGP. He's, he's called Jack Bernicle, isn't he? Uh, yeah, sure. I think I have an account to watch on. Brilliant, mate. Is it Jack Bernicle who's still doing the commentary? I know he used to do the BSB, didn't he? And then I think he's got fed up of travelling. Or right, that's in there as a reminder. So I've no excuse, mate, now not to get in touch with you, which I definitely will do. Yeah, I didn't know. Right. So they're at the post. They'll be starting loading any minute because they're slightly behind now. Paul Malin now. Ah, right. Uh, is he a good commentator? Makes a big difference, doesn't it, if you've got somebody who knows what they're talking about. And because Bernicle, he used to do the cycling as well, didn't he? He loved it. Right, let's get over to this race quickly. We've got 2 more to load. I've got a good feeling about Celtic Warrior here, Celtic Warrior, however you want to say it. Little bit of money late on. Uh, Quick run through. Never Saw Brave at 2. Grey Cuban for 4.9. Celtic Warrior 7.6. Dashing Darcy 8.4. Whitney Stand 29. Havana Armour 90. Gunfighter 65. One more to go in. I think we could have a good pace here as well. Come on, Celtic Warrior, coming out of stall number 2. Pink with green cross belts. As it says, yeah, he's pretty good. Ideal, mate, ideal. And we're off. Pretty even start. If you're watching this, Celtic Warriors in pink, the green cross belts, got a nice big white noseband, so easy to see. Need to get off to a good start today. Well, it didn't because I was late, so I missed the first races, but got to work, you got to work. I thought I was being a bit optimistic trying to get in for 20 past 1, but got to be optimistic, haven't you? You won't get out of bed in the morning if you weren't. Out in front, Gunfighter, followed by, is it Never So Brave? Grey Cubans settled in nicely as well. Celtic Warriors, if he's good enough, if he's good enough, he's he's there, but I don't think he is. I tell you what, Gunfighter's cruising at the front. I bet there's some people breaking it now. He'll fade though. He'll fade, and Never So Brave isn't going to lose to him from there. Changed his legs a couple of times there, Never So Brave, but yeah, he's done it easily. Yeah, he enjoyed that. Never So Brave. Changed his legs and quickened nicely there. It was Never So Brave's your winner. Was it Grey Cuban or Witness Standings? Second. Witness Stand, yeah. Well, Celtic Warrior had every chance there. Just couldn't quicken. Maybe he doesn't like the turf. Right, that's done and dusted. That's my quid gone. Let's get over to Brighton next for the 248 at Brighton. Get the predictor up. Tell you the predictor's on fire today. Not necessarily picking the winner, but you're getting thereabouts with it. You know, we'd had Witness Stand at 499 in first and Never So Brave second at 466. So if you had a reverse forecaster, you'd have had a few shekels in your hand. So this 248 at Brighton is the AK Bets home of free bets restricted maiden stakes. It's over 6 furlong, 210 yard, call it 7 furlongs. It's for 3-year-olds only. 9 runners, 5,600 to the winner. The predictor is saying, got any non-runners? No, it looks like they all go. They all go, so there's no non-runners. Quick look at the betting. Havana Force 3.85, validated 3.8. Ethandon 6.2. Gamblers Kitty 6.8. Rimoji 11.5. Dusk Dame 22. Till It Shines 25. 5 3s 270. Rock and Royal 640. Let's run through the predictor. I meant to ask you, Isaac, if you're still there, is the volume levels all right? It's showing up as all right. It's just I forgot to check it before I went live because I was rushing. It it looks all right on the mixer, so I'm sure someone would have said if it wasn't. Right, so we've got validated first 362, Havana Force 334, Ethandon 313, Till It Shines 298, Rimoji 278, Dusk Dame 263, Gambler's Kitty 259, Rock and Royal 257, and finally 5 3s 253. Let's have a look at time form. They're saying a repeat of the form Havana Force has shown when runner-up 3 times on the all-weather lately might be good enough for her to get off the mark, being switched to turf. Roger Varland's newcomer Rimoji would be a potential big threat if the betting vibes are strong. The drop back to 7 furlongs should benefit Gambler's Kitty, who may prove best of the remainder. Let's have a look at Rimoji. Is there any betting? Currently, it's at 9.8 on the exchanges. What's it been earlier on? Highest it drifted out early to 16, but it's now come back in. So make of that what you will. I wouldn't say there's strong money for it, but it might come late. So keep an eye on that. I was looking at the predictor. The predictor's going for validated. Currently 3.85 on the exchanges. Validated. First form when placed on his second start for Mark Prescott, but ended 2023 on a low note. Needs to get his career back on track now, setting out for his new stable. Don't fill me with confidence that for validated. Havana Force. Havana Force 3.6. Fair form, creditable second of 6 in a handicap at Lingfield, 4.1. That was 1 mile on the all-weather. That was 35 days ago. Makes a turf debut. Cheek pieces on for the first time. Leading form claims under Holly Doyle. Great jockey. Still doesn't fill me full of confidence though. Too many ifs, be it first time out on the turf. Ethandon 6 on the exchange. Fair Maiden 10-1 ran poorly when last of 8 in a novice at Kempton 33 days ago. A bounce back needed. I can't back that either. Till It Shines 298 on the predictor. Till It Shines. It's not got an official rating. First out was the Till It Shines at 46 on the exchanges. Till It Shines, an Irish Raider, 22-1, modest form when third of 9 in a novice at Bath. 7 furlongs, soft, on a debut 11 days ago. Never near her, up in trip, may do better. If I'm going to take a chance, I'd sooner go with something like Till It Shines. There's just no money for it though. Nothing's coming in for emoji. So, why Gambler's Kitty? I keep getting drawn to Gambler's Kitty, but I'm going to take a small punt on Till It Shines. Let's get it in there. I know there's no money and it's at 46, but till Shines. Just one more to go in. Coming out of stall number 2. Blue with a yellow cap, maroon sleeves. Wow, what a perfect day for racing. Till It Shines is still drifting on the exchanges though, 48 now. Validated's favourite, and we're off. Well, Till It Shines has got a good place in third place on the inside at the minute. Validated leading the way. We've got a big white face on Till It Shines, so we can't miss that. Until It Shines. Could do with a nice big winner here. No, it's going to fade. Going to fade. Tell you what though, Till It Shines, Validated's going to win this, but Till It Shines put a good, just fading hands and heels late on. Validated's won well there. But I think we got a fourth or fifth there, and I'll be watching Till It Shines next time. Was never going to win, but just an impressive run that at the price, and obviously not fancied. So if that came its next race, if it's got a little bit of support, might well be worth looking at. Does look dry at Brighton. Looks good though. Right, we're moving on. The 3:05 at Chester. We've got 5 runners, no non-runners, so that's good to see. This is the Boodles Rain Dance D Stakes. It's a listed Class 1, 3-year-olds only. It's ran over 1 mile, 2 furlong and 70 yards. The winner is going to be taking 56,000. Surprised there's only 9 runners. But there's some quality in this field, it looks like. Predictor is saying, well, let's go through the betting first. We have got Jayarib 2.82, God's Window 5, Capulet 5.1, Bracken's Laugh 7, Harper's Ferry is 8.8. Timeform's View says God's Window quickly reached a useful level in 2 starts as a juvenile, stayed on for third in 1 mile in a Group 1, and having blown the cobwebs away in Carmel Waters on a return at Nottingham, looks every inch of type to take his form up another notch now his stamina is tested further. J.R.E. created a good impression when scoring at Newmarket latest, and he can do better still, with Capulet another likely to benefit from the increase in trip. So we've got God's Window. We have got J.R.E. and Capulet. So that's the first 3 in the betting. J. Reeves coming in, there's money for that. He's looking, it's showing it as hot. God's Window showing a bit of a drift. Let's have a look at the predictor. Jay Areeb's at 438 in first. Bracken's Laugh, 388. Capulet, 369. God's Window, 366. Harper's Ferry, bringing up the rear, 322. Let's have a look for some value here. Bracken's Laugh is at 7.2 on the exchange. Irish Raider again. This is Bracken's Laugh. Created a good impression in a couple of runs at a 2-year-old. Fifth in a French Group 1 latterly and showed a good turn of foot to make a winning return in Chelmsford Conditions event over a mile 33 days ago. Promises to do better still back up in trip. What are the ratings on this? Nobody's... We've got God's Windows top rated, 111. Then we've got 3. Jay Areeb, Bracken's Laugh, Capulet, they're all rated 108. That's 108. And Harper's Ferry is rated 88. For me, I think Bracken's Laugh. He's got the experience. Back up in trip. About 33 days ago. Made a winning start. 388 on the predictor. So second there behind Jerry, but I've just got a feeling, and I've got to go with it. Bracken's Laugh for me. Bracken's Laugh. Let's get on there. What we're going to be at? Put it in at 7. We'll get 7. We'll get 7.4 for it. 7.4. That'll get matched. Don't forget to give us a share, a like, hit the subscribe button. Ping that notifications bell. Keep up to date with what we've got coming. Let's go through the betting. We've got Jay Areeb 2.78, God's Window 4.7, Capulet 5.1, Bracken's Laugh 7.2, Harper's Ferry 9.8. We've got a few minutes. We've got 9 minutes before we're off. Not a lot of money for Harper's Ferry. What's it saying about that? Show Bags of Promise when second only start at 2 years and having bumped into a smart prospect on return at Doncaster. He duly went one place better with something to spare at Windsor 24 days ago. That was over 10 furlongs. Likely he can do better still now. He's upped in class. No money. See what happens late on there. Don't forget to let us know in the chat what you're thinking, what you're backing, any tips you've got. We could all do with a bit of help. I'm not doing too well today, but it's all been a little bit rushed. It's never a good start, is it? When you need to be looking at the form, you need to be calm, collected, gather your thoughts, not letting work get in the way and rocking up at the last minute. Should add, the last race I'm going to be doing today is the 410 at Chester. Got to get back to work, sadly. So the 410 at Chester is going to be the last race that we're doing, but we've still got another hour and 15. That's plenty long enough. Enough time to make some money, enough time to lose a little bit of money. Nothing too extravagant though. A pound here, a pound there. It's all hard earned, so got to have a little bit of fun with it. You can't use it all on paying the bills, can you? Bet any Aston Villa fans are getting a bit nervous for tonight's second leg semi-final. With no coverage tonight, so they're playing Olympiacos. That kicks off at 8 o'clock. Any team news out there at the minute? No, nothing that I can see. I didn't see the first leg of this when Olympiacos beat Villa 4-2. So I can't comment on that. Were Villa poor over Olympiacos good? Either way, it was a 4-2 win for Olympiacos, and now they've got home turf tonight, so I think Villa's going to be up against it. However, they're fourth in the Premier League, should be capable of a comeback. Let's hope so for all you Villa fans out there. Jack Whitehouse, thinking of you there, mate. Let's have a double check on the predictor. Nothing's changing. Nothing's changing there. I just got to send a message actually. Just had a reminder coming up that the MOT's due on the car. Oops. My van insurance just coming due. Could do with the winter. It's going to be an expensive week off the sounds of it. Now they're going down now at Chester for this 3:05. 1 mile 2 furlong listed. Only 5 runners, but it looks like it could be a good race. This. Yeah, we got matched at 7.4 on Bracken's Laugh. It's currently 7.6. So we jumped the gun a little bit there, but hey ho. Quite happy with 6.5 to 1. Get me pound on. Looking outside, it is glorious this weather, and not before time. We've had some rain, haven't we, over this last few months. We only need another couple of weeks of sunshine like this. We'll have a horse pipe ban. It always happens. We get we get all of this rain. The reservoirs fill up. 2 or 3 weeks of sunshine, and the horse pipe ban comes on. It's nothing to do with the weather. It's because they don't fix all the leaks that they've got. Pay enough for our water rates. Never minded paying me water rate bill though, I've got to say. How nice is it just to go and turn a tap on and get in a bath or have a shower or get a drink? Have all your sewage water taken away as well. And I've been over in Africa, and let me tell you, being able to just get a drink whenever you want it, you do miss it. I'm not saying you can't get a drink, but what I mean is you can't just go and turn a tap on and get a nice cool drink. Always put it through a filter though, even in this country. Stuff I never trust that the governments won't put anything in the water. But speaking of nice weather, I once refereed a football match over in Zambia. I don't know if I've told this story. Maybe not. I'll tell it again while we've got a few minutes. So they should have started the game. Should have been a 10 o'clock kickoff in the morning. And it turned out that there was a delay. The kickoff time ended up being 12 noon. Well, as you can see, I've got plenty of ginger. The temperature, ridiculous. Uh, Ended up blowing 10 minutes early. I just couldn't take it anymore. So it was then it was get as much fluid in as you can. It was getting buckets of water poured over me, trying to cool down. Let me tell you, refereeing a football match in Zambia at midday, it ain't any fun. And I'll tell you something else as well. There was a there was a substitute waiting to come on, and so the managers got me attention. So I stopped. The game had stopped, so I told him to come on. I thought, what is he doing? He's taking his time. So I saw him warming up, and before he came on, he took his football boots off, did the bloke, and played barefoot. So he did. He was just so used to playing barefoot that he did the warm up with boots on, and then took them off to play the actual game. So yeah, kudos to that young chap, whoever he was. We had to stop the game while a herd of I don't know what they were, cows or something, came across the middle of the pitch. Right, let's get these glasses back on. That's enough reminiscing. But yeah, paying your water bill, it's not that bad compared when you think of the service you get. Could always do with being cheaper though. But one last run through the betting. They're all virtually all in. Jerry 2.86, God's Window 4.6, Capulet 4.8, Bracken's Laugh 7, Harper's Ferry 11. Harper's Ferry's just showing a little bit reluctant to get in. They've got the hood on now. And yeah, luckily all the other runners are behaving that have already been installed. She's almost in. Back to where? Just upsetting Jay Reed there. Jockey's got hold of the tail. They normally manage to get him in, don't they? Go on, give her a shove. Get a shove in there. They're not going to hang around much longer. They're going to. He, he's looking to kick out here. He's not happy. They've took the blindfold off. Getting a little bit hot and sweaty as you would expect. See if he'll. See if, no, he's backing away. They've got the work cut out here. Go on. Ooh. One of the stall handlers there's just got a kick. They're going to have to go without. You can't have that. Yep, They've gone without Harper's Ferry. And a shocking start from God's Window. Veered left and must have lost 15 lengths at the start. I might be in with a chance here with Bracken's Laugh, 7.4. I hope that stall handle is all right. He got proper clouted then on the leg. They'll give us an update at the end of the race. God's Windows made up that ground he lost at the start. Settled in nicely. 1.2 miles to go. No fuss there. So we've got Capulet out in front. And 4 horses in a nice little bunch there. Everyone's settled. Come on, Bracken's Laugh. Come on, Bracken's Laugh. 7.4 on the exchanges. It's in there in the chat. I'm feeling confident. Could trade out now, actually, on the exchange for a little bit of profit, like 20 pence. I don't think I'll bother. I'll let him run. If you've had a bet, let us know in the chat what you're having. If you've got any tips, please let us know. Don't forget to give us a share, subscribe, hit the notifications bell. I need the subscribers. I've got to get to 1,000, then I can get out and about doing live streams. We're getting towards the business end here now. I think God's Window's gone. Didn't get going from the start. Capulet's running well here. Come on, Bracken's Laugh. Right. Quicken now. Quicken. Quicken. Capulet's going to hang on here. Go on, Bracken's. Come on, Bracken's Laugh. Oh, I'm just going to get done by half a length. Got a good run for my money there, though. Capulet hung on well. Capulet was third on the predictor. Capulet from the USA. Justify Colt, who landed a Dundalk maiden on debut in August and stepped up on that when placed in a pair of Group 2 events. Not at best when third behind Bracken's Laugh. Well, reverse that form, beating Bracken's Laugh this time. I don't feel as bad. I wouldn't have backed it. I was happy backing Bracken's Laugh. And why would Capulet have? Why would I have backed Capulet to beat Bracken's Laugh this time? I wouldn't. So, done me pound there, but there you have it. Right. The stall handle is all right. He ended up on the floor and looked like he got a boot right on the shin or on the leg. It's one of them where you lie on the floor and you can feel his pain sort of thing. 3:18 Brighton coming up. Let's get everything set up and then see what we can do in this race. 3:18. They're going down. We've got plenty of time. No non-runners. So we've got 7 runners. This is the AK Bets Watch All UK Racing Handicap. It's a Class 6, 3-year-olds only. Winner gets almost 3,000. It's over 1 mile, I call it 1.2 mile, that. The going is good. Let's run through the betting. We have got Elf a Leather 2.04. Check Me Out 6.2. Yarborough 8.2. Dwinwen 11.5. Touching Hands 14.5. Algidel 19. Remarkable Flight is the outsider at 34. The predictor is saying in first place, Check Me Out on 473. Algidel 404. Elfa Leather 374. Yarborough 374. Dwinwen 345. Remarkable Flight 300. And finally, Touching Hands 286. Ratings wise, we've got Alpha Leather on 60. Then we've got Algidel on 59. Then we've got 3 horses on 58. That's Check Me Out, Yarborough, and Remarkable Flight. And then Dwinwen's on 57. See, Check Me Out is Check Me Out's catching my eye there. Number 1 on the predictor on 473. So it's clear by some way. Carrying 9 stone 9. 58 on the official rating. The only thing is, no run for 141 days. Never managed to get that first position either, which is a bit of a concern, as it would be. But I'm liking the price. Let's have a see what Timeform's saying. Timeform view. Alpha Leather, currently 1.95 now on the exchange, so there's money. Alpha Leather showed why he'd been backed on his first 2 outings of 2024 when running a ready winner over course and distance last week, and his follow-up claims under a penalty appear to be bright. Check Me Out really should have more to offer given the yard she represents, and she's feared most. Alpha Leather, career best when winning 12 run a handicap at 72 over this course and distance 9 days ago. Carries a penalty, but a bold follow-up bid is surely on the cards. Check Me Out, a respectable 6th of 14 in a nursery at Kempton. That was over 8 furlongs, went off at 10 to 1, racing closer to pace than ideal. Off for 141 days, up in trip for top yard. If there's any late money comes in, for Check Me Out, I'd be even more confident. I'm just hoping that 141 days is not too long, is it? It does worry me, but let's put Check Me Out. That'll do for me, and I'm going to put it in at 6.6, see if we can get it matched. We'll get that matched in running anyway. Check Me Out. That'll do. Right. Let's pop it in the chat. Check Me Out. 6.6 on the exchange. Don't forget to give us a shout in the chat. What are your tips? What are you backing? If you got any questions, doesn't have to be about horse racing. It can be any sport. It can be about anything, actually. It's nice and quiet. We've got plenty of time. Right. They're going behind now. They're going behind. They're actually loading. So check me out for me. Coming out of stall number 7. White with striped sleeves. A couple more to go in yet. It's number 5. Would they predict to do it? Quite fair clear on that. Check me out, 473. Algidell's in second at 404. Alpha Leather's at 374. Come on, check me out. I don't put a limiter on this microphone for no reason, and I've not had a chance to use it today. We're off. Check me out. Looks a bit keen there. Just settle down. Just settle down. You got 1.2 miles. Yeah, just cover him up. Get him on the inside rail. Cover him up. I wish I hadn't have put that. I wish I'd have put that on him running. Check me out. He's up. He's up to 20. Just not settling down. That's a bit better. Calm yourself down. Gwynwen's changed his legs at the front twice now. That ground does look good. Check me out settled now. Burn a bit of that energy off. Let's hope it's not all gone though for the finish. Check me out. Check me out. Gwynwen's looking good. Now we're all quickening. What can you do? Check me out. What can you do? Check me out. You were giving it large at the start. You wanted to run. Let's get running now. Can't can't quicken. And oh, what a good race this is looking. Alpha Leather and remarkable flight. Alpha Leather ran a shocker. Plum, almost plum last. What remarkable flight? What price was that? What price was? Blimey! I tell you what, somebody's had a bit of a shocker. It was 300, almost 350 on the exchanges traded in running. How much was it traded for? Ah, peanuts, 10 pence, 40 pence. So no great amounts. But there were some bigger amounts at 90. It was £9 traded at 90, £11 traded at 70, £223 traded at 50. So, yeah, there's somebody's had a bit of a touch there. Somebody's definitely had a bit of a touch. Right. Well, check me out. Couldn't settle from the start, could it? You can't burn that energy off so quick on a day like this against these horses. You're not going to get away with it unless you're an absolute superstar. And let's be honest, check me out is not. Next race coming up is the 340 at Chester. We've got a non-runner. So we'll sort that out. I just can't seem to get going today with this. But we have days like this. This is why when you get a winner, it's all the sweeter. So this is the Tote.uk supporting racing Ormond Stakes. It's for 4-year-olds plus. It's a Class 1, Group 3. Winner gets winner gets 78,500. It's over 1 mile, 5 furlong, and 84 yards. Let's have a quick look at the betting. We have got Point Lonsdale 2.86, Arrest 4.5, Alsakib 5.6, Deauville Legend 7, Enemy 10.5, Lastronome 44, and there is a non-runner. Haley Turner's ride of Winter Wilds will not be taking part. Timeform's view. A winner at this meeting last year, Point Lonsdale, currently 2.9 favourite, has been running to a similar level of form in Group 1 races since, setting the pace when finishing midfield in the Dubai Shima Classic on his latest outing, so he is taken to resume winning ways as he goes up in trip. Arrest was also successful here 12 months ago and is feared most ahead of Deauville Legend. So we'll look at the predictor. Don't forget to let us know in the chat what you're backing. If you've got any tips, please let us know. I'm having trouble picking my nose today. There's nothing. Had a couple of decent runs, but nothing that's been really close. The predictor is saying 410 first place, Enemy. Second is Arrest at 403. Point Lonsdale in third at 361. Alsa Kib in fourth, 342. Then we've got Lastronome 310 and Deauville Legend 294. I mean, off looking at the official ratings, everyone's carrying 9 stone 2 pounds. Enemy's got the age at 7-year-old. Got the experience. Everyone else is a 4 or 5-year-old. Top official rating is Point Lonsdale, 116. You've got Arrest at 114. Deauville Legend, 113. Enemies, 110. Definitely, I can't be backing Point Lonsdale at 2.88. Although it's going up in trip. Ran in a good race midfield last time out. Mm. Anybody watching who's got a tip for this, let us know. The Arrest an Enemy. It's got to be Enemy, hasn't it? Purely because of looking at the predictor, it's in front of Arrest by 7. 50 almost in front of Point Lonsdale. One over course, one over distance. Last run 19 days ago, finishing 7th. Let's have a look what time form says about a rest. Looked a good prospect when winning at Chester, when winning the Chester Vase here on last season's return. After a couple of lesser efforts, back on track when successful in the Geoffrey Ferrer Stakes at Newbury prior to a fine second in the St Leger, respected with his reappearance run behind him. That's a rest. Enemy. Has looked as good as ever this year, returning to winning ways in a minor event at Southwell in January, only narrowly denied in Saudi Arabia next time before being left poorly placed when midfield in Dubai, the Dubai Gold Cup 40 days ago, can give another good account. Currently 11.5 on the exchange. 11.5 on the exchange. So the price is a negative. The predictor is a positive. Age is 7-year-old, not a negative. And official rating is 110. So no real weight penalty in there. 11.5 still on the exchange. I think we'll go enemy. Let's put a cheeky 12 in on the exchange, and hopefully that'll get us out of the shit for the day. Enemy is, well, we're going to put him in at 12. We'll get that. We will get that. We will get that match, no doubt. We're locked in. Enemy 12s. Richard Kingscourt's on board. Running with a tongue strap today. Just wondering why he's at that price on the exchange. Has looked as good as ever this year, returning to winning ways in a minor event at Southwell in January. Not bothered about that. Only narrowly denied in Saudi Arabia next time, before being left poorly placed when midfield in the Dubai Gold Cup 40 days ago. Well, Richard Kingscourt's on board. Why not? We should get a good run here. We should get a good run for our money. Let's be honest, if he goes in, I get my money back for the day and make a few shekels. Make a few shekels to play with. Let's go through the prices once more. Point Lonsdale 3.15, Arrest 3.85, Alsakib 5.5, Deauville Legend 7, Enemy 11. Still not been matched yet, but we'll get 12 matched even if it's in running. Lastronome 44 and Winter Wilds is a non-runner. So that's no ride for Haley Turner. Still parading. So we've got 7 minutes to the off though. I wonder how the stall handler who got clouted on the shin. I hope he's all right. Hopefully it's just bruising. Well, just bruising. It's bloody sore, but you know what I mean. Hopefully it's not a break or anything like that. Enemy's now 10.5. Still not matched. We'll get. I'm sure we'll get matched in running though at 12. That's a good thing about the exchanges, isn't it? Please give us a share, give us a thumbs up, and hit the notifications bell. Keep up to date with what we've got coming. Apologies for being late with the stream today again, but we've got to work, and sadly, it gets in the way sometimes of what's fun. But we're here till 4:10. Well, we're going to do the 4:10 race at Chester. That'll be the last one for today's stream. I hope you're enjoying it. Thank you to Isaac for joining me. Hopefully, we've set up some motocross live stream with Isaac sitting in the hot seat at the side of me. He certainly knows his stuff and knows a lot more about it than I do. Rising star of the future, I believe, as well. So it could be a bit of a coup for us to get him on here. First on the live stream at Catch It Live first, and he'll remember that when he's famous worldwide. We'll be following you. We'll be following your career with interest. We will, young Isaac. Just had his birthday. Just had his 16th birthday. So well done, mate. But we look forward to doing that live stream. So I'll be in contact. Let's have a quick run through the betting. Point Lonsdale's 2.96. Arrest is 4.1. Alsakib 5.7. Deauville Legend 7.2. Enemies at 10.5. Lastronome is 50. And Winter Wilds is a non-runner. Hopefully that volume's okay. How's that sound? We'll get it. We'll get it. We'll get everything sorted. We're getting more equipment. We're getting better equipment, and we're getting better at what we do. Practice makes perfect, as they say. And we're having plenty of practice. Got a night off tonight, though. No live streams tonight, but we've got some. Not sure what we've got coming up tomorrow. It could be horse racing again. Over the weekend, we've got. No doubt we'll have some football. We'll have the sprint race from Le Mans on on Saturday, and on Sunday we'll have Moto 3, Moto 2, and Moto GP, one after the other. That's a smorgasbord of racing. And Le Mans a funny track. We can get, you know what the weather's like there. We can have 4 seasons in one race. So it will be exciting, as it always is. It's no Formula One, that's for sure, thankfully. But we did the Formula One on Sunday night, and I've got to say, I was expecting a Max Verstappen win. He got a little bit unlucky, in fairness, with the safety car that came out, which helped Lando Norris. But in fairness, after the restart, I thought Norris would maybe stay in first place for a couple of laps, and then Max had do him. Didn't turn out that way. Verstappen was struggling on his tyres. I thought he might have been just saying that to get a bit of excitement, but no, it looks like he was telling the truth. And Lando drove off in the distance, and Verstappen couldn't put a glove on him. But not that if he's only bothered about the championship, then that worked out well for him because he increased his lead over Perez, and that's all he needs to worry about at the end of the day, isn't it? You're not going to win every race, but if you can make sure you win the championship at the end of the season, that's what it's all about. They're at the post now for this 340 at Chester. They're all looking beautiful, these beasts. Doesn't seem right calling a horse a beast, does it? They're just magnificent. Magnificent animals. Enemy's now been took. That's at 13 on the exchange. We'll go through them all the prices in a minute. Enemy, it's coming out of stall number 1. Point Lonsdale, 2.68. Arrest, 4.2. Alsa Kid, 5.9. Deauville Legend, 8. Enemy, 12, 12.5. Lastronome is 60. Winter Wilds is a non-runner. I've not had a look at Deauville Legend. That's cooling in the market. Deauville Legend, most progress at 3 years, winning twice at group level before excellent fourth in the Melbourne Cup. Wasn't able to match that form in 3 starts last year. 4th of 6 in a listed race at Windsor when last seen in August. But he could still have more to offer with blinkers now applied. They're just starting loading up. I'm still sticking with Enemy. Great feeling in it just before the off. Enemy's now 14s, so if I'd just waited a little bit longer, could have had an extra 2 points there. But you never know, do you? One more to go in, and that is Arrest. Enemy's coming out of stall number 1. Blue with orange on the arms, and a nice big white noseband. That's what I like to see. Easy to spot. The only horse in blue in the race, though. Double whammy. Right. Enemy settled in 4th. Yeovil Legends took up the running there. Point Lonsdale's in 3rd. Lastronome's in 2nd. Everybody's settled. No rush. Is there over 1.5? Let's be honest. The ground's looking fantastic. Perfect racing conditions. The horses have got the sun on the back. Looks like there's a decent crowd in. Enemy's now 12.5 on the exchanges again, so not drifting out. Come on, Enemy. Give me a decent day. Running out of races. Only got 2 more after this. 23 views. Let us know in the chat what you're backing. If you've got any tips in the next couple of races, please feel free to share them. Once you've got your money on, of course. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. Oh, enemies drifting now. Can't quicken with the leaders. Getting in trouble with Lastronome on the fence. The two are having a bit of a, yeah, they give up. Lastronome's dropped out. Enemies dropped out. Point Lonsdale is staying on well here. Just hands and heels, really. Arresting second just from House of Kib. Yeah, disappointing run from Enemy. But let's be honest, the betting was telling us something, wasn't it? I just didn't want to believe it, and I was hoping he could put his last run behind him and improve a little bit. But hindsight's a wonderful thing. If he'd have romped home or if he'd have won by a nose, I'd have been thinking, yep, you read that one right. As it turns out, I didn't. We move on. So next we have got Brighton, 353. They're going down. Got a few minutes yet. We have got coming up the AK Bets Big Prices, Big Limits Handicap. It's for 4-year-olds plus. It's a class 6. The winner's got nearly 3 grand, 9 due to run. So 1 mile, 3 and 198 yards. The going, as we know, is good. Let's get the predictor. Let's have a look at the betting. We have got a non-runner. Chinthirst is 3.3. Basilet is 3.2. Calshot Spit 6. Hill Spirit 7.2. Iconic Mover 30. Roman Tempest 44. Hotspur Harry 55. Native Melody 55. Mi Sueno is 200. And Phoenix is a non-runner. Time form view. Chinhurst, which is the current favourite, is back in top form at this venue in recent weeks, arguably doing a shade too much too soon when second over course and distance last week. From the same mark in a slightly weaker band of handicap, he makes plenty of appeal. Basilet is back over a more suitable trip and is of major interest on her Salisbury run on Sunday, with Calshot Spit completing the shortlist. Let's have a look what the predictor is saying. First, we have got Chinthirst, 527. So, and he's out clear by some way. We've got Basilet in second, 394. Roman Tempest in third, 376. Hotspur Harry, 369. Calshot Spit, 357. Phoenix is a non-runner. Hill Spirit, 354. Native Melody, 347. Iconic Mover is 342. And Mi Sueno is 306. Chinthirst is well clear on the predictor, but 3.4 on the exchange at the minute. Basilet is 3, and money coming in. Calshot Spit 6.4. Hill Spirit 7.4. Iconic Mover 34. Roman Tempest 40. Hotspur Harry's at 50, Native Melody 75, Misueno is 160. There's nobody standing out weight-wise. Not with the ratings. Um, I've got a feeling. Let's have a look who's been off for a while, because I'm going to rule them out. Iconic Movers not run for 230 days. This is on the flat, by the way. Misueno's 273, 17 on the jumps. Let us know in the chat if you've got any tips. Anything for this race would be nice. Roman Tempest. Roman Tempest. Last run 12 days ago. Finished 8th. That was after a layoff. Roman Tempest is course winner. 8th of 11 in a handicap at Leicester. 10 furlong heavy. So we've got the changing going here. That was 12 days ago. Should run closer to form with that under his belt. So Roman Tempest is 5th of 10, 3rd of 9. That was standard, good to soft, good to soft, standard, good to firm. Nothing is filling me with any confidence there. The, the price is tempting, but nothing else. Can't be having iconic mover. Hill Spirit. Hill Spirit. Last run was 16 days ago. It's got Holly Doyle on board, so that's a plus. Hill Spirit 10 currently on the exchange. Thrice race maiden on the flat. Fur winner at 16 furlong over hurdles. 7th of 8 in a novice event at 151 at Epsom. 16 days ago, slowly away. Makes handicap debut, and this trip will suit. Hill Spirit for me. Hill Spirit, we'll put it in at 9.6. We'll get that matched on the exchange. Hill Spirit 9.6. Hill Spirit 9.6. Fingers crossed that gets matched. It will in running anyway. Right. Hill Spirit coming at stall number 1. They're going behind now. In fact, they're loading. So they'll not be far behind here, actually. In fact, I can just see Hill Spirit from here clowning around behind the stalls. So hopefully that's not a bad sign. Let us know in the chat what your picks are. I've got one more race that I'm going to be covering after this in the stream, which is going to be the 410 at Chepstow. If you can let us know what you're going to be having there. Hopefully you've got some hot information. Share it with us here at Catch It Live First. Try and get me money back. Down about £8 at the minute. They're all in. And we are off. Hill Spirit. Got a good start out of stall 1, positioned on the inside. We've got Holidoyle on board. So that's not exactly a negative, is it? What a beautiful setting. Brighton looks an absolute beautiful course today. Looks a bit hot, does Hills. But in fairness, they all, in this weather, they all look a bit sweaty, as you would expect. They're all travelling well. There's nobody at the minute. Looks even Misueno's at 200 and 180. Still travelling well. In fact, the only one that's just been looks like it's been pushed along is Hill Spirit. Just trying to keep its position. Hill Spirit's in third currently. Travelling all right. Travelling all right. Come on, Holly Doyle. Come on, Holly Doyle. You can do this for me, please. Come on. If he's good enough, he's in with a shout. Come on, Hill Spirit. Come on, Hill Spirit. Come on, Hill Spirit. Fading away. Fading away. He's gonna come in third or fourth, but never gonna get Chinthurst. Won well. Basilet in I wouldn't want to call that actually. Chinthurst has won it, no problem. I wouldn't want to call that though between Basilet and is it Misueno? No, it wasn't. Shot Spit, wasn't it? Where do you get Misueno then from? You're talking rubbish, Jimmy. Right. No joy. Couldn't pick our nose today. Well, I can't. I hope you guys are doing better than I am. The last race we're going to be covering today is the 10 past 4 at Chester. Let's get it set up. This is the Precision Facades Handicap, Class 3, 4-year-olds plus. Winner's going to take away just over £15,000. 1 mile, 2 furlong, 70 yards. Have we got any non-runners? We certainly have. So we'll go through the prices first to get some housekeeping done. Still parading, so we're not in a rush. Crystal Mariner, 5.3. Inspiritus, 4.7. Dream Harder, 7.6. Baryshnikov, 10. Tony Montana, Scarface, 10.5. Toshizu, 13. Loyal Touch, 13. Al Ruffer, 16.5. Pearl Eye, 16.5. Al Zarakwan, 120. Selwan, 100. And Parlando is a non-runner. So William Buick, he will not be riding in this 410 at Chester. Let's run through the predictor. We've got Inspiritus in first, 486. Baryshnikov in second at 467. Dream Harder third with 422. Fourth would be Pearl Eye at 405. Parlando is a non-runner. Crystal Mariner, 396. Tony Montana, 385. Al Zarquan, 382. Al Ruffer, 374. Toshizu, 373. Selwan, 341. And bringing up the rear is Loyal Touch, 325. Let's see what Timeform's view is of this. Let's be honest, it's a bloody hard race, this, in it, to try and claw a few shekels back. Last race of the day that I'm going to be streaming. Timeform's view. Inspiritus is the most progressive in the field and should get a reasonable position from stall 6. So he gets the nod over fellow last time out winner Pearl Eye. Our Ruffer's latest effort is best excused, and he's expected to get back on track. Well, our Ruffer's currently, Jim Crowley on board, currently at 16.5 on the exchange. So if you need to get a few coins back from, if you backed it last time out, 16.5 is what you're getting on the exchange currently. Looks like it could drift out to sort of 18 maybe in running. Could get matched at 18 there in running, maybe more. We've got to pull it out the bag here now. Got to pull it out the bag and concentrate. Easier said than done. Who we're going to rule out? Who's not had a run for Bristol Mariner? Not run for 299 days, so we'll rule that out. Tony Montana, 184 days. That's a ruler out for me. So not up for it really. Loyal touch can't be having. I've got a feeling the winner of this is coming from. Well, it isn't going to be Crystal Mariner. It's not going to be Tony Montana. Oh, Zarquan. Around 54 days ago. Finished sixth. How rough are Toshizu. I wish somebody would come in the chat and just give us a tip. Finish me betting off today nicely, that would. Uh, Toshizu's had 3 runs so far. Toshizu, Irish Raider. 19 runs since the last win in 2020. Bit below form, 5th of 9 in handicap at 6-1 at Pontefract. 10 furlongs, that's heavy, 17 days ago. Not in top form, and others make more appeal. Just wondering why. There's money for Toshizu, and I'm wondering if it's going to be because they're going. I'm wondering if it's because of the going. It's been heavy, slow, soft, 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 heavy. 5th of 9, 3rd of 7, 9 of 10, 8 of 15, 2nd of 13. That was at York. 3rd of 8. Right. I'm wondering if the going is going to make a difference today because it should be Toshizu. If you look at the form, should be at 20s. Toshizu. Toshizu for me. I'm going to go with the change in going. Toshizu. Currently 12s. I think we'll get 13. We'll put it in at 14 on the exchange, get matched in running. And we're hoping that they're at the post, by the way. I'm hoping that good to firm in places is going to suit Toshizu better than what he's been running on. Last run 17 days ago, so had enough time off. But the last 6. Last 6 runs have all been on heavy or soft or slow, slow going. Johnny Pete, Callum Shepherd, who's on board today? So we've got Lee on board today. Sod's Law. A little bit of money coming for Toshizu now. And so I'm hoping that 14s gets matched. Toshizu, 14s. Here we go. Keep update. Right. There's a bit of late money coming for Toshizu now. Maybe they're watching the stream. Maybe we've got a bigger reach than I thought. You never know. We will have one day. Let's have a quick run through the prices. Crystal Mariner, 5.2. Inspiritus, 6. Dream Harder is 6.8. Baryshnikov, 11.5. Tony Montana, 9.8. Toshizu, 9.2. Whale Touch, 11.5. Al Ruffer, 21. Perlite, 15.5. Elzarkan, 160. Selwan, 120. And Parlando is a non-runner. Just a couple more to go in now. I've not been matched yet, actually, on Toshizu, and it's coming to 8.8 now. So I'm hoping that I've got 14 that I'm hoping is going to get matched in running now. Toshizu, it's horse number 12, and it's running out of stall number 12. Could be an omen. Right. We've got everybody in, and we're off. Toshizu's Toshizu's Tos Toshizu is in second place. He got a good start there. Which is not really what I wanted because I wanted to get matched at 14 in running. Toshizu's currently settled in third place, fluctuating third and fourth. There's that Loyal Touch. Loyal Touch is out in front. Toshizu's still in fourth place. They're all travelling well. Old Roof has got ears like a donkey. Toshizu can't quicken. Ran a bit wide off the bend, couldn't quicken. Tony Montana's going to do this one, is he? Yep. Tony Montana. You tagging me? Why did we not look at Tony Montana? It was because he was off for 180 days, wasn't it? I think that put me off. So yeah, 184 days he hadn't run for. Wasn't particularly high up on the predictor either. He was one, two, three, four. Palando didn't run. Five, six on the predictor. So what we're talking about here now with time form. What did he say? Tony Montana, fairly useful sort, who produced a better effort for his stable when third at Chelmsford 6 months ago. Well treated if he's tuned up for this return, and the draw should help. Well, I think he was definitely tuned up for this return. Uh, what was the tops of the? What price did he get up to? Yeah, maximum was like 14s, but he's been all day, and only a few quid traded at 13.8, and yeah, some decent money traded, sort of 12s, 12 and a half, and then came in from there. So today, not a winner. Got a couple of half decent runs for me money on a few races, but nothing to write home about. So on that note, I am done for today. I've got to go and get back to work now. I will say thank you to Isaac Ash for joining me earlier on in the stream and agreeing. If you don't know who Isaac Ash is, you will do in a few years' time. He's a motocross star of the future. So he's graciously agreed he's going to do a live stream with us in the start of June. That's if everything goes to plan, and it will. We'll make it happen. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for viewing. And if you can click the share, click the like button, click the notifications bell, keep up to date with what we've got coming. I'm Jimmy James. You've been watching Catch It Live First. Thank you ever so much. Enjoy the weather, and I hope you have a few more winners from the rest of the day. Take it easy.